So welcome back again. This is another Vanquish Soul deck profile. This is the greedy line. I'm not sure on which variant I prefer. This is the one I was playing when it first came out. It's the most fun. The greedy line loses harder to like board breakers and stuff. Can be shut down by like other hand traps, but just for the sake of showing you, I'm going to show you what you can do with just these two cards. Again, the deck ebbs and flows so much depending on other attributes in hand, other card choices you have access to. So really, you have to take this with a pinch of salt. The deck is very much, just on the fly. There's not so much linear one-card combos. You just have endpoints you kind of want to get to. So yeah, just for the sake of these two cards, I'm going to show you. So you'll normal summon the Dr. Madlove. And again, this could be the one you're now going to hopefully search. So we're going to go Madlove effects, and you're going to search out a Vanquish Soul start. And you're going to use start effect to target the Madlove. That's going to add you a Xiaolong. All right, so you can see we've got all the attributes in rotation now. What we are going to do, we're going to link off this into the Rock of the Vanquisher. A Rock of the Vanquisher effect will add back Madlove. We're now going to activate Hollie Sue in hand, reveal either of these to summon it out onto the field. I'll keep it in attack position for this. Now what we're going to do, we're going to reveal a dark and a fire to summon from deck. And remember from most of my last video, put the raisin always into the column with the extra monster zone, especially if you blocked one off. So we'll go chain one raisin, chain two the Xiaolong to summon itself out because it was revealed. So, and then the raisin will search. And this is where it's maybe sounds a little counterintuitive, depends what you've got in hand, etc. But for this, we're going to add another Hollie Sue. And that will become apparent very shortly. Right, so this is our hand. Right, now, I believe this will be our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will be a nib check, basically. But again, this combo isn't really to show you how to play around stuff. This is just to show you the potential. So we're going to go here into the Ripper effect. We'll detach the Hollie Sue into the grave. That will search us case for K9. Case for K9. We'll activate that. And it will add us it depends. It depends totally on the game state. So you might want to add an Azuna if you've been hand trapped. You might want to go, the Pyro one, whatever his name is, I forget now. But anyway, we're going to search Jokal in this instance. And that is why we wanted the Hollie Sue from the last search, because now we can go Jokal effect to summon from hand 2 little 5s. We'll trigger this effect whilst it's on field as well. We're going to add a non-aqua K9 monster from hand. Or deck to hand, sorry. So this is where we can go however you want. We can go for the Lantern or the Azuna. So just for the sake of this combo, again, we're going to go for the Lantern because we're diverging from the Vanquish Soul line. Right, now we're going to overlay, and this is the bit that I find really, really greedy, and it can really be punished if your opponent has like a board breaker or something. So do this with caution. We're going to go in the Nash combo. So if you don't know what the Nash combo is, you make this, detach the materials. It then puts basically a 101 or something with the numbers that match underneath it. It can then absorb another one non-targeting. That's not what we're doing here. We are putting that there, and then we can overlay with the CXE Nash Knight. And then what we're going to do, use the CXE Nash Knight's effect to special summon on top of it as material the Umbral Horror Masquerade. Okay, so this has an effect on summon. It can trigger to blow up a spell or trap. So we're going to blow the case for K9. Case for K9, when it goes to grave and destroyed, we can set a spell, a quick play. And this is a very contentious one. I actually run this Release Restraint. I think it's less situational. If you can force any rank 5 on the board, you can use this as like a extender. You don't have to go Ripper, because the other quick play, yes, it does destroy, but it has to be a K9 that it targets to rank up. So that's why I like this one, because if this doesn't get used, we can just make it into the Hound or the Werewolf or whatever. So that is where we go with that. And obviously now we do have the option. We can use the Lantern effects by targeting Jokal in grave. Summon both out. We don't have any more targets. But a case, of course, we might run a second case, so Lantern could do that. But anyway, this is just going to be whatever you want, really. It could be the Valon, or it could be another Nash Knight. So you do have options there. So let's just say that's our end board. You've got then this set release. So again, this is why I don't particularly favour this line, because it kind of just takes away from the Vanquish Soul. Yes, it's very strong, but you don't really have much follow-up. Personally, I prefer to go for the Vanquish Soul lines because you get more hand advantage, more grind, and it doesn't die as hard to like either a board breaker, a nib, a fua, or anything. So yeah, you can play it as a combo deck, but you can also fall back to mid-range deck, which is cool. So then obviously, just to sort of go through the interruptions, really, I'm sure you guys know, but you've got the Rock of the Vanquisher. You just want to add back a Hollie Sue for value. You don't, unfortunately, unless obviously, yeah, you might have something else. So you will have this live, but you perhaps won't, which is all good. So the Umbral Horror negates a monster effect on field. Half your opponent's life points, then they discard a card. Book of Moon, hand or grave negate. This can tag out any of these monsters into the werewolf. It's in a different sleeve because I've been kind of tinkering with the extra decks. So this is like a hand rip, which is very nice. So yeah, that's basically what the 2-card combo of Mad Love Hollie Sue can do. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.